the big monkey man. Ay, 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 ay. You're walking up the big monkey man. I only saw you. You're walking up the big monkey man. I never heard of you. You're walking up the big monkey man. It's so right, it's so right. You're walking up the big monkey man. It's so right, it's so right. You're walking up the big monkey man. Now I know that I never understand. You're turning the monkey on me. Now I know that I never understand. You're turning the monkey on me. Ay, 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 ay. You're walking up the big monkey man. Ay, 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 ay. You're walking up the big monkey man. If you don't know, we're the Miasmics from Bergen, New Jersey, and we are here today to teach you guys about ska music. Because we got nothing to better do. So, I guess we'll start off with introducing ourselves. I'm Matt, and I go to William Patterson University. Sound engineering. It's part of the music program there. I'm having a great time doing it. Okay.
Hi, I'm Andrew Miley. I go to Mason Groves School of the Arts at Rutgers, music ed major, trumpet, and playing with these guys for about 2 years now. It's a blast.
I'm Matt. Call me Shooby. I go to school with Andrew. I'm a jazz performance major, and I've been in the band pretty much since the beginning, I guess, 6 years or whatever.
I'm Steve. I go to Scranton, way up in Pennsylvania. Yeah, neuroscience major. Yeah, I like brains. That's about it. Yeah. All right. Thanks, guys.
I'm Chris. I go to William Patterson too. I'm undecided. Right now I'm a major. I was in a band back in the day, and then I quit, and now I'm back.
It's Jack Black, ladies and gentlemen. Yay! I'm Rob. I play the drums. I go to William Patterson University. I just got accepted into the music program, so now I am a music major, like some of my fellow colleagues here. And I was in the band from the beginning too, like 6 years ago. Dean and I have been playing together since like the womb, or like 4th grade, same thing. you know, so that's where it started, you know.
I'm Dean, I play guitar. I also go to William Patterson. Cool. No, I'm just chilling.
That's great. All right. So
I'll talk about ska. I don't need the mic. Alright. Does anybody know anything about ska? I'm sure some of you look like you do. Who wants to tell me what ska is? You. Shout out.
So, ska is a form of music originating from Jamaica, from African soul, jazz, calypso. Like some of the big ones are like Jimmy Cliff, Losin It. You just like took some Maytals, right?
Someone knows.
Do you want to come up? Probably don't want to this. Alright. Anybody else have any input about your thoughts on ska? No. Well, as you said, it's originated in Jamaica in the late 50s, early 60s. And they mixed like the Jamaican folk music, which is like called mento music, with American rhythm and blues. And they formed ska basically. And they played it in dance halls and everything down in Jamaica. And then it formed into, from ska, they became rocksteady and reggae, and so on and so forth, and it progressed. And what else about ska?
Well,
as far as music goes, like it's on the upbeat, as you can tell, like guitar and sometimes piano. It's on the upbeat.
bass is heavy on downbeats.
Bass is heavy and drums.
And drums, like, has, you know, the guitar's on the upbeats, where then the bass drum with the bass would be on the downbeat to give it that, like, that real, like, spunky,
Off-kilter.
yeah, thing. I think we're going to trace the history of Monkey Man.
Okay. As you said, it was written by Toots and the Maytals, a Jamaican ska band, in the first wave of ska in the 60s. And then in the late 70s, early 80s, when ska went to England, known as the two-tone era, the Specials played that song. And then now other bands like Real Big Fish and like other third-wave ska bands play that song. So that songs like that really carry throughout all the movements of ska.
And you can hear the changes in the approach to the piece. Like when you listen to the Toots version, it's very much more traditional. Whereas like Real Big Fish and us, we're like kind of doing like a more, I don't want to say poppy version, but it's more modern, contemporary. You know?
Yes.
So yeah, explain the waves.
The waves?
Yes, the waves.
So there's the first wave of ska, which I just briefly touched on, which is the originated in Jamaica, and it was the first wave, and all early bands like the Ska Lights, and then DJs like Prince Buster and Desmond Decker would go and play. And then in the 70s, we moved to Jamaica when there was England, when Jamaican immigrants moved to England. And there were bands like the Specials, Madness, Selector, they all started playing ska there. And then third wave is when it came to America, and in like the 80s, and it's when like the Toasters and other bands that you hear now were still in the third wave, I guess.
And the Specials, like the radio and stuff.
Yeah.
That's when it like really blew up into like mainstream in the third wave with like bands like the Boss Tones and Real Big Fish and like,
Which is more like a ska punk kind of thing.
Right.
But that was considered.
But that was considered still ska, and it's the third wave.
And then it kind of like died off, I guess, because ska was an underground thing, and when it hit MTV with like the Boss Tones and Real Big Fish,
Everyone's like, oh,
yeah,
ska, it's for
remember like the
sus.
whole like swing and ska thing, like you know, it's like it totally exploded, and it lost like its like the fan base that had been following ska forever. You know, like it was so underground, like, and they're not. I guess like they really weren't good fans because they were like, oh, it's mainstream, I'm not gonna listen to it anymore. So then they all like went away, and then like after it exploded, and you know, it's just like it was like now, you know, like emo is the big thing, and you know, let's dye our hair and sing about girls, you know, that's what it's the same thing. So then it died off, and now it's like, I guess it's kind of on the uprise again. Like, everyone's still saying it's the third wave, and like, bands like the Toasters are coming back, and like the Slackers, and you're starting to see a lot more in like local clubs and stuff. And I guess the underground scene is like becoming solid again, but it was, I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, it's very slow on the you know, the come around, and there's a new compilation out, which like there's these 2 record labels trying to like.
This is where we're going to give you a cheap plug.
Yeah, so we're giving you the cheap plug for the compilation. These 2 record labels, 2 ska record labels, one based here in Jersey, one based out in Chicago, and their goal is to make money, but their other goal is to bring back the ska scene, and it's a 4-disc compilation. It's got bands from all over North America and like Canada, and might be even like a Mexican thing. I'm not even sure, but like it's all, they're trying to bring back ska, and they've got there's 4 discs. The Mighty Mighty Boss Tones are on it. We're on it. Slackers are on it. The Toasters are on it. The Super Specs are on it. There's a lot of great bands on there, and that's they're trying, and that's another way they're trying to revive the scene. What we're going to do now is we're going to show you traditional ska beat from like first wave ska beat. We're doing Maestro.
Okay.
Is that right?
Yeah.
All right.
Would you like feedback from Lisa? How are you doing?
Yeah. You got it? That's it. That's a little flavor of the first wave of ska, and
there's other variations, you know, like it would be like and then I kind of moved in the second wave, which it became more like upbeat and popular stuff. In the third wave, there was a lot of that same type, but then there's also like, you might hear bands like Cash Train 2 being called ska, and in my opinion, they're really not. They're great band. But like when it's getting hot in her. They're great band, they got great reputation, but like when you hear songs like doesn't really sound like ska. Yeah, now we're going to do the instrumentation. I am the guitar player. I play the upbeats and usually and the guitar.
So what do we do?
Just say what you do.
Oh yes, I am the drummer. I play the drums. I play the drums set. And I basically, depending on different beats, I play, usually like 8th notes on the hi-hat and usually down beats on the bass drum to give that nice salsa-y, ska-esque feel.
I'm the bass player. My goal is to just keep it anchored, keep it locked in with the bass drum. Keep sometimes walking. Depends.
Whether it's tired or not.
Keeping everything grounded.
Now the horn players.
Yeah.
We usually take the role of the melody soloing.
Yeah.
soloing for students?
Well, I mean, first we just say like the horn section, like what you were just saying, because, like just the different roles. If we're talking about different roles and different instruments, like the horn section is, like you said, a lot of it could be something for background stuff, or it could be something to play the melody, and also like horn could be solo instrument.
All sorts of stuff.
Very versatile.
Testing you on that. Do you want to talk about soloing first, or you want to talk about the background?
Let's do the background.
Alright. In one of our songs, we use horns as a background, doing the upbeats while I'm soloing. So
I just play and do it.
Well, like solo has an example of everything.
they play the melody first, and then afterwards they play.
Yeah, like so this song we're gonna play, it has example of all three of those things. There's like us playing a melody, and then there's a soloist, and then there's us in the background.
So let's start like the beginning. Do the melody, and then we'll go into the background. And
Yeah, exactly. Alright. So we'll go this way.
Give it a little snippet.
Well, like we were saying, the horn player could be like a solo instrument. Like this next song, that's just an example of it. And
I mean, they're gonna carry the melody first.
Well, one thing I'll say about soloing is, there's definitely a jazz influence and a lot of ska, and this is a good example.
Yeah.
You're gonna hear the horns carry the melody first, and then the Shooby
Gonna take it away.
Shooby's kind of just gonna take it away.
Play it into it.
Tell me why I'm is in my mind. It's taking over all into time. Tell me what's going on. I can't figure out now what went wrong, and now I don't know what's going on inside my head.
Rob on the sax.
Yeah, that's all.
Give it up for one time.
So like you said, that song, that's like an example of a horn player being a solo instrument, and that's very common. And like I said, there's a lot of jazz influences. I mean, I guess I'll talk a little bit about what I was doing. I guess maybe in that song, like a little bit about improvisation. Like I guess there's a good place to start would be like a blues scale.
There you go, sir.
Like, I mean, I was doing some stuff with that, I guess, but that's just a simple thing, but it's a good place to put that over a lot of stuff. And,
You're also playing a lot of Dorian.
yeah, a lot of Dorian. Well, yeah, talk about live theory. Basically, I'm messing around with notes and a scale.
That's playing notes.
And you just
You basically all in patterns, right? Some patterns, some like arpeggios.
well, alright, so I said there's like the blues scale there. There's like, if you take one note out of that, then you can call it a pentatonic scale, like, meaning 5 notes in that scale. So with that, I mean, I was doing a lot of there I added some extra stuff. Basically, you can mess around with which actually the melody of that song is based off that pentatonic thing, or like basically a blues scale. That's just the notes in.
And that's it.
Basically, know your scales.
Yeah, just basically like a good introduction to starting to improvise would be maybe messing around with blues scales.
And what we do as like, sorry, what we do as like a band, like he'll play something in a phrase, and I'll be listening for what he does, and if I hear him giving like a rhythmic motive, like give an
Yeah, this
example.
idea of pounding.
Which usually isn't
It's like, like you think there's something, I'm being a solo instrument, but it's not just up to me. I mean, it's like a lot of it's on the band too. Like what I play, they're gonna make work. So they have to be really listening to me too.
So he'll give me like something like a babadoo, 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 it's like something like that.
Why don't you just play
Alright.
do it quiet.
We're gonna give you a little like D minor groove, and then he's gonna give me a little motive, and we're gonna show you what we do to convey his ideas through the full band.
There isn't much comping going on because there isn't much soloing, but obviously that song you just played wasn't a traditional ska song. We threw in some rock, we had kind of like a funky groove going on, and
There's actually an odd time signature section
kind
in
of
there,
like a salsa
a
7/8,
salsa 7/8 thing, and
which you usually also wouldn't find
which
from a normal ska song.
So that's our little twist on our, that's our third wave contribution right there. 7/8, 7/8 into ska. There you go.
Rude boys.
All right, let's talk about it.
What's
a rude boy, man?
a
Wait, that's the guy with the tie so bad. Okay.
When I was still heavy in Jamaica and everything, since it was such, I don't want to say it was poor, but it wasn't exactly
So what a good percent of people who went to the dance halls did was they actually bought out and they went out and they would get a suit of a kind, like a black suit, and that would be their way of being rude, which back then was considered cool. So our cool was rude. And that was their way of kind of rebelling against, I live in a poor area, but I don't care because I can still wear this. And that's how.
Did you ever see the Heart of the
Yeah, with Jimmy Buffett.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah. Go watch the Heart of the right now.
You were going to talk about Scott's scenes that we're talking about? Real quick.
Yeah, real quick. We got 5 minutes. Like, just ska in general, like the scene, like I was saying before, it's underground, but it's like, it's all about unity. Like, I'll give you a perfect example. When we were in, I guess, 8th grade, there was a ska against racism. And that's what it's about. It's about, like, sending a message out. So, like, every band got together. Toads got together, Les and Jake, Mustard Plug, NT30, Bruce Lee Band, all those bands, one cool guy. They all got together and they played at Montclair Stadium this thing called the Ska Against Racism, just like sending out a positive message. And that's what, like, I guess you can say with like the whole like skinhead thing.
A lot of ska is politically conscious.
Yeah.
You know, trying to send out positive messages.
Yeah. It's not really about getting big and yada yada yada. Like if you want to get big, don't be in ska. Because it'll never happen.
You want girls, do not be in ska.
Yeah. Yeah, true.
So yeah, there's a big thing about like in the ska scene. The Toasters had a song called Two-Tone Army, which I don't know how many people know that song. I'm just talking to myself here.
Yes,
but yeah, they had a song called Two-Tone Army, and that was all about, you know, two-tone, blacks and dragons, white checkers, you know, but it was like a metaphor for you know, racial equality, and that was that's what it's about. That's what it's about.
Are there any questions at all ever? How do we write our songs?
I
We
guess
have a variety of different ways.
it usually goes, sometimes as a band, we just do it, like, you know, like,
That's a band effort, yeah.
yeah, like Dean will be like, yo, this is cool enough, and then like, I'll be like, alright, and then Shooby and all these guys will be like, yo, let's figure out something like this, and it just like kind of comes together, like, I'm kind of like antisocial, and I don't like writing songs with people, so I just kind of like, I just record in my basement and I show it to them, and then they make it sound good. Because it doesn't sound really good when I do it, and they make it sound good. It's kind of like a joint effort.
Or someone will bring like a mean idea, and like, I'll be like, okay guys, I wrote this song, it's like, that was really bad, but and then you'll be like, doop dap doopy doo.
And I'll like put down like a thrash metal beat, and then they'll all yell at me for using Bell bass drum, and then it goes from there.
Sometimes we even
Sometimes we run out sheet music.
yeah.
It takes a little longer.
Rarely.
Very rarely. Ever since my computer broke, that's over. I'm working on it.
And the lyrics usually come, I think they usually come after the song. Like, we usually get like the foundation song, and then we're just like,
I usually like have a chorus in mind and then write
Yeah.
the verse, like have one line and then write the whole song.
Funky dance.
Yeah, it'll never stop.
alright, well, we got like a few minutes, so.
Skanking lesson. We get like a long tree right here as well.
Skink pit. Yeah, guys, get up and skate.
You are next in number. on that compilation I was blabbing about before.
It's a very good example of like third wave, very like Toasters, ska-ish kind of stuff.
Except we also put odd time signatures in this one too, so it's a little bit over the top. Steve over here is going to show you how to do the power scan real fast. Just show the power scan.
And I guess just thank you for sitting here and listening to us and putting up with our stupid tones. Yeah.
Alright, here's the power scanning by Steve Caltucci.
Do it! Do it!
Alright, I'm so ready. Ready? 1, 2, 1,
10 minutes again.